Hey guys, Cece back with another video. Before we get started, if you haven't already, go ahead and join the family. Just click that subscribe button down there, and after you do that, look a little over to the, I think it's the right, and click the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you never miss an upload. You always want to click the notification bell and let me know down below by hashtagging notification gang. I like to shout out one person from the notification gang in my videos, and today's shout out goes to KoKo Lashes. Thank you so much for having your notifications on, and if you want to get a shout out, you know what to do. Alright, so if you haven't already seen from the title, this is going to be an affordable Valentine's Day slay makeup look. I used some brand new products in this video and also some products that you guys have been asking me to use in a tutorial and I just haven't gotten around to using yet. So I'm super excited. Some of the products were a little questionable, but you guys will see the facial expressions that I make during the tutorial. But one of the products I did use was the Black Radiance Color Perfect Liquid Makeup. That's what I used for my foundation. That one was a little questionable, y'all. I don't know. I hauled it in my last haul video. If you haven't seen it, click that eye right up there and it'll take you right to that video. But that product was a little questionable, as well as the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. It was just so thick, but you guys will see me trying to blend it out in the tutorial. So I also use a different lip color in the tutorial as well. As you can see, I have on like a nudie lip. This is ColourPop's Strut Ultra Satin Lip Color. I actually used another lip color in the tutorial if I can find it. I use this one right here. This is the Makeup Revolution Salvation Velvet Lacquer. This thing crumbled off of my lips. Like, I was able to go like this and like the entire layer came right off of my lips after like 5 minutes of wearing it. And the color is so pretty, but yeah. No. So I went ahead and switched to a nude lip, and that's this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. I used some really great products and I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. So let's start by pinning my hair back. I'm just going to pin it back so it's not in my face and I can start on my makeup. I'm using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. That stuff is thick, man. You guys will see that when I use it underneath my eyes. But I'm just going to use that as an eyeshadow primer so my eyeshadows don't go anywhere throughout the day. Obviously, this is a B-Day slay, so this is for date night, so you need your eyeshadows to stay in place. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics It's My Ray Ray palette and just take that light shade and add it on top of the concealer to set that concealer so you don't get any creasing. Next, I'm just taking this orangey brown shade. I love these shades for my transition color and my crease. It just makes all the eyeshadows blend very, very well and gives the eyes a little depth. I can't talk, but I just love this shade for the crease, so I'm just going to blend that out with my Sigma E40 brush. The next shade that I'm going to use is like a fuchsia shade in the palette, and I'm going to take a more dense brush, but I'm also going to pack that color in the crease as well. Again, I just want to give my eyes some dimension, so using these colors will really help to give the eyes depth. Moving down the line, the mauve shade, this is probably one of my favorite shades in that palette. I'm taking an even smaller, more tapered brush, and again, I'm just going to blend that into the crease. And then I'm going to take the purple shade here and use that on the outer V of my eye. I really loved the deepness that it gave the eye look. Moving on to the lid, I'm going to take this champagne shade and add this to my eyelids. Just gives it a nice pop. I love this shade in the palette as well. That whole palette is like bomb, y'all. Super pigmented, it's blendable. It has some fallout, but overall I think she did a really great job. And BH Cosmetics shadows they blow me out of the water just every time I use them. So after you put that color on, you just want to go ahead back into that crease and blend those shades out. You don't want the shades to just look like they're one on top of the other very distinctly. You really want them to blend and melt into each other. Now we're just going to take this eyeliner. I'm using the liquid liner from Maybelline. I believe it's the line Stiletto, and I am just lining my upper lash line. For this look, I am going to use the KoKo Lashes in 102. These are just very pretty, actually really basic lashes, and I love them. And then I'm going to take the brand new L'Oreal Infallible Primer. This is supposed to keep your face matte all day, and I'm just going to put that on the face and then top it off with the Black Radiance foundation. You guys, this foundation gives like zero coverage. I had to put on so much of this foundation to get the coverage that I did, and I still didn't feel like my face was like super flawless the way I wanted it. So if you're looking for a fuller coverage, I would not recommend this foundation. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Like, I could tell it was so thin as I'm putting it on, which is why I put on so much to begin with, but even blending it out, I just wasn't a fan. So continuing on with the face, I'm going to take that BH Cosmetics concealer again and put that underneath my eyes and all the other places that I highlight. You guys, the thickest concealer of life is this BH Cosmetics concealer. I was blending this out forever. It's super sticky, which I like for my eyelids, but for my face, I was just, again, not a fan. Oh my god, it was so thick and sticky. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it really looked on the face, and it just took forever to blend out, which I'm just not used to, and I just was not in love with it. I'm also not a person who has a lot of bags or just a lot to cover underneath my eyes. So if you have a lot to cover underneath your eyes, I bet this concealer, you would probably like it because it probably would cover every single thing that you have. So taking this black Radiance banana setting powder, I'm just going to use that to set that concealer, and I really did like this setting powder. It was very beautiful, very soft, finely milled. It was such a good setting powder for a drugstore powder. I really, really loved it. So I'm using yet another BH Cosmetics product from their Studio Pro line, and I am using their pressed powder. This is in the darkest shade that they have, I believe. I'll have everything listed below, but this is in the darkest shade that they have, and I'm just using that to bronze up my face. I wanted my face to be really snatched, so I'm using this to bronze everything, and I actually really like the color and really like the powder. Going back into that, it's my Ray Ray palette. I'm going to take the two darkest contour shades, and now I'm going to use a more tapered brush, and I'm going to actually go in and contour my cheeks. So my face just looks so good with this contour powder. That whole palette just gets my life together every time I use it. Fantastic palette if you don't have it yet. So lastly, after we finish the face, I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution Velvet Lip Lacquer, and I'm going to add this to the lips. As I said in the beginning of the video, I do not recommend these at all, at least not this one, because it literally wiped straight off of my lips after this, but the color was really beautiful and it actually applied pretty well also. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye guys.